What's up, SNA fans? This is Ninja Austin back here with another video, and then we're going to be talking about what exactly went down on tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw on May 6th. And it was kind of like a King and Queen of the Ring exclusive show. All right, so not that much other not much any matches that are besides the King and Queen of the Ring match tournaments. Only just like I'll say the only one that's beside these matches were the number one contender for the Sami Zayn's Intercontinental Championship match. But besides looking at it that way, it still was a pretty decently good show, and yeah, and it had us had us wrestling fans well invested, and so yeah, why not start off on tonight's Raw with a Judgment Day segment, which that's why I kind of dedicate the video to, and it showed the Judgment Day with Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Then were apologizing to Damian Priest, saying like, we're sorry, like I know you told us not to show up there and what's that? Show up and try to help you, like, but we thought you might need a little help, like. Anyways, because Jey Uso knew he had you right where he wanted. This is where Damian Priest you don't have to worry about it, and I already forgive you. I know, I know, like you've already been forgiven, like, and I know you mean it, and y'all didn't mean no harm, and y'all want to help me to retain my World Heavyweight Championship. Like, y'all already forgiven, but we don't need to talk about that. But he's like, well, what we really need to talk about is the Judgment Day Backlash in general. Like, and I did lost my cool to you guys, and I did lose my cool, and if anybody should be apologizing in the Judgment Day, it should be me. Like, and then this where. And this where it's like, and then this where Damian Priest was like, he said like, I love you guys, like y'all like a brother to me, and yeah, and I appreciate the help, like, and y'all's help actually literally did just help me. And then he's like, come on, boys, like group hug, and this is where they all gave each other a group hug. This is where then he said, all right, back to Judgment Day business. He's like, we are like as your champion of the group, and then we're as the champion of the group, we're still the most dominant faction in all of WWE. And I was like if that's still an accurate statement, like how come the rest of you guys are our champions? Well, that's when he started bragging about Finn Balor's going to be a future King of the Ring winner. And let me tell you something, it's not going to be any good news later on for Balor or any of the Judgment Day members on that category later on and on tonight's episode. Because, like, once Balor thought that he's going to have as soon as he thought that he's going to have the first round bye week, like, because Drew McIntyre wasn't clear enough to compete because of his due to his arm injury, like on his elbow, is where he's like, you know what that means. If I have the first round bye week, like I have the week off, but until Adam Pearce shut him down, I was like, not exactly. Like you're not gonna get anything. And then as far as what I seen this past Saturday at Backlash, would you for you? Y'all admitting that y'all indeed helped him, like, and it's obvious that y'all did help y'all's leader, if I should call him that. But yeah, like just because Drew McIntyre, but just because Drew McIntyre is injured and hurt and gonna be pulled from the tournament doesn't mean you're gonna be off the hook easily, Mister. There will be an understudy. There will be a replacement contested into this King of the Ring tournament, and that man is the guy who you cost the World Heavyweight Championship to, none other than main event Jey Uso. And I was like, I should have known he's going to replace Drew McIntyre with Jey Uso, and yeah, and unfortunately for Drew McIntyre, he couldn't be able to compete. And I want to send all my positive wishes to Drew McIntyre for a speedy recovery at this unfortunate time, and hopefully he won't miss too much action, because there's perhaps some rumored plans that he's going to be getting back into the top of the main event scene soon enough in the next month. So let's hope his injury is only just for like a few weeks and not and not like for a few months. But let me know down in the comment section right down below. But let me know down in the comment section how long Drew McIntyre is going to be out. Let's hope he won't be past Clash of the Castle, because that means WWE might have some plans that they're going to have to be changing if the Scottish Warrior is not going to be healed enough by that time. But yeah, I would recommend you guys wishing the positive wishes out there as well in the comments. But you can do whatever you want. But just make sure to stay positive here on the SNA podcast. But we're going to start off with the first match, which I'll give it the third best match of the night. I'll say it unfortunately did not beat the Sheamus versus Gunther match and Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov match, because those are two top main event worthy matches like alone. But I'm gonna get to that in just a moment. I'm gonna talk about this match right here with main event Jey Uso taking control in this match against Finn Balor. Just where we got, but until Finn Balor counter out of it, counter out of the move that Jey Uso was trying to do, to him right into the corner. But this is where Finn Balor then snap-mared him right to the ground, got him on his arm. This is where he then started going for a wrist lock. And this is where he sent them right to the corner. This is where he starts stomping on them until the referee told him to stop, or else he's going to count all the way to 5 and automatically give Jey Uso the victory. This is where Finn Balor's like, nope, I'm going to stop. But even though I don't want to, but in order to prevent me to be but if it's gonna prevent me from getting forfeited the match, then I'll do anything for that. But this is where Finn Balor then Irish whip him to the opposite direction in the lower right corner turnbuckle. Hit him face first right in the turnbuckle, try to hit him with a right hand, but Jey Uso ducks out with this, where he started hitting geek strikes right into the face of the Judgment Day member. And this is where he started doing it until he get up to the number 5 spot. I don't understand why I keep saying getting all the way up, but anyways, y'all get the point. But anyway, this is where he Irish whips Finn Balor after the fans start chanting yeet, in the upper left side. But this is where Finn Balor Irish whipping through him instead. This is where he goes for that leap, what's that springboard leaping right over Finn Balor, which he missed him by trying to go for a running attack move over in that corner. His head first right into the turnbuckle. He turned around. Jey Uso caught him with a big right hook right into the jaw. This is where then he started doing the yeet waves to the fans right to the bottom corner and the upper corner. Fans start chanting yeet while he was doing so. This is where then he Irish whip him Irish whip Finn Balor right into the left side, but Finn Balor counters and threw him instead. But this is where he bowed his head way before Jey Uso was heading this way, which that was the least genius maneuver in all of professional wrestling, because there's going to be a guaranteed reversal once you do that, which Jey Uso did with a sunset flip over him right to the right side until Finn Balor got back up on his feet and hit a middle drop kick right into the face of main event Jey. This is where he tried to go for a cover afterwards, but Jey Uso kicks out of it at 2.7. This is where Finn Balor grabs onto Jey Uso's head, hit the strike elbow about 2 different times. Well, I won't say 2 different, more likely 2 separate times, the better term to use. And this is where he hits a bionic elbow strike right into the back of the head. And I was like, let's hope Dusty Rhodes don't strike him down from the heavens for stealing this maneuver, even though he did it backwards. But anyway, this is where the Finn Balor started doing the Judgment Day pose. Are you looking at the king that's gonna the prince that's gonna upgrade from being the king of the ring or something like that he said on the promo when he thought he had the first round bye week earlier, on the promo segment. I forgot to tell you guys that he said he's gonna be winning King of the Ring after Damian Priest said he's gonna be going from a prince of the Judgment Day to the king of the Judgment Day and of all WWE. That's why I forgot to tell you guys. I apologize for that. Anyway, this is where then he started going for a headlock on the Jey Uso once Jey Uso kicked out of his last pinfall cover until Jey Uso got back up from the ground. This is where then he brought him up right into the right corner side ropes. This is where then he tried to hit a strike right onto Finn Balor. Finn Balor ducks out of the way, hits a knife edge chop, which hopefully he did not trigger the ligne generale Well, either way, it seems like he's probably not going to run into him in the tournament, but you never know backstage, considering they're both in the same roster on Monday Night Raw. He cannot need a envious in order to put him on notice that he's keeping his eyes on him. Just look at what he did to his teammate Dominic Mysterio a few weeks ago, back way before WrestleMania week was even around. Yeah, this is where he could do some worse damages than he did to the dirty ex-con hardened criminal of the Judgment Day. But anyway, this is where he started hitting some right hands to the hook, right into the midsection. This is where, Finn Balor's like, I don't give a damn what Gunther has against me. He could get got with the Judgment Day. And this is where he started hitting the shoulder bumps right into the midsection of Jey Uso in the upper left side. And following up with a knife-edge chop. This is where then he's bring him down to the ground into the middle of the ring. But he only got a 2.6 count, I guess you could say. This is where Finn Balor was like, damn it, like, I know that's not like a very brutal and intimidating maneuver, but that should have did something to him. But this is where he tried to throw. This is where then he tried to pick him up. Jey Uso then got back up on his feet, started hitting some yeet strikes right to the face of the judge of the Prince of the Judgment Day. And he closed on him out of the ring, and then it followed it up as soon as he got back up in the outside, hit him with a suicide dive right onto him. This is where he picks him right back up. This is where he sends him right back in the inside. This is where then he try to get back in the ring, but Finn Balor rolled out of the ring. This is where he was like, you know what, like I'm gonna catch him by surprise in the upper corner side, but Finn Balor already knew he was coming that way. And as soon as Jey Uso went up right onto him with a big double axe handle right onto Finn Balor right off the symbol of steel steps in the upper right side, Finn Balor caught with a big right hand right into the midsection to bring him down to the concrete floor. But he still was on his feet until Finn Balor threw him right into some of the steel steps, or more likely rid of the ring post in the upper right side, let me rephrase that. Then threw him right over out on the announce table. It was kind of a botch because he was supposed to slide and roll right over, but he just only slide while he was getting Irish whipped by the Prince of WWE. This is where he's like you're future king of WWE. This is where he started flexing his muscles, which was like, I'm not sure about this. Even if you I'm not sure about that because even if you do win this round, it seems like you're going to either lose the next round or second round or the semifinals, because it seemed like anybody but you, Finn, are going to be making it into the tournament. Just saying, because just look at the other competitor that's in the tournament, which we got this match. Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov and Sheamus versus Gunther, which those are two banger matches. Next week will be Rey Mysterio and Kofi Kingston for a spot at the King. Start trying to hit strikes right on the Jey Uso. So as soon as he got back in, this is where Jey Uso then started coming back and started hitting right hands right into Finn's face. This is where Finn Balor tried to go for another, but this is where Jey Uso started blocking him every time he started striking him from the last 3 times. He started doing the yeet strike like about 3 times separately on each strike he hit him with. This is where then start doing that main event wiggle wave, and it's where he spat right into his hand, hit him with a big hammer fist right into the face of the Judgment Day member. This is where he sends the extraordinary Prince right to the upper left side. But this is where he gets flipped right over on the right side, hits him with a step up his Takiri. This is where he goes up on the top rope and tries to follow it up with a big splash right off the top, which he did so right onto Finn Balor. Yeah, Birdie Bird. Thank you, Birdie Bird. Yeah, that's very delicious. It do look like a popsicle. You're not lying, Birdie Bird. Anyway, this is where we got Finn Balor. Then try to go for a bit with Finn Balor, but he only got a 2.6 count. Excuse me for a second. Sammy, thank you. Appreciate that. But anyways, he hit him with a crossbody, but only got a 2.6 count after he tried to go for a cover. Move with it. It was a running hip attack, sending Finn Balor right into the corner. This is where he started doing the yeet waves to everybody in the arena. He tried to go. it seemed like the winning hip attack's not the most common move that he would use as his main event Uso run. But every time I attempt to do the move, at least or at the first attempt, it never works. It seems like it's some kind of a cursed move, more cursed than the Blue Thunder Bomb or something. I don't know where's up with that. As of late, it's like it even tried to do that 2 nights ago at Backlash, but Damian Priest counter-efforted. But anyway, this is where Priest off Finn Balor hit a big clothesline before he could even back it up. This is where then Finn Balor was like yeah, he was letting the yeet get the better of him. And this is where he starts stomping right onto the midsection of main event Jay. This right into the bottom corner rope. This is where he starts repeatedly right onto the ribs and the chest. This is where Finn Balor was like, oh, like you don't like it when I'm beating your hero up main event Jay. Well, that's too bad. Get over it. And then this is where then he's like, what do you guys know? Like, he's not gonna be a king of the ring. Even if he somehow try to makes it past this round, like he's never gonna be king of the ring. This is where he turns around. This is where he gets caught right in the air, right onto Jay's shoulders, and he get hit with a Samoan drop. Calm down, like for those that not sure if Jay Uso's Samoan, of course he's Samoan. For those unaware wrestling fans. No, he didn't hit the move. He flipped out of it into a reverse DDT. This is where the Finn Balor tried to go for a pin, but this is where Jey Uso kicks out of it at 2.999, 9999999, double triple nine, minus 0.1 away from being 3. This is where Finn Balor's like, if he kicks out of that, like what took him so long of kicking out such a maneuver that Harley gets put his opponents away. This is where he tried to go for a sling blade afterwards, as soon as main event Jey Uso gets back up. But this is where he nearly gets deep six by Jey Uso. That's where he gets thrown right into the left side. But this is where Finn Balor tried to go for a clothesline or sling blade right on that corner because he thought that Jey Uso was going to be gullible. Or he didn't know that none of that happened because he ducked out of the way, hit him with a super kick right in the midsection, which followed up with a big strike and flip uppercut right down below. And a super kick right into the head of Finn Balor. And this is where Jey Uso went right on the top rope to finish him off. This is where the head tried to go for Uso splash, but Finn Balor moved out of the way this time. This is where he hits him in the middle drop kick, sending him right to the bottom left side corner. This is where he falls right down. This is where Finn Balor then rolls him right up, try to go for a finisher to finish off the main event Uso. This is where he tried to attempt to go for the coup de grace for the win. Jey Uso smartly flips out of that because he countered out of his flying finishing maneuver. This is where then Jey Uso then went right on to Finn Balor, speared him like he did at Backlash, except this time in the ring. This is where he tried to go for the cover. Referee counted 1, the referee counted 2, and he counted to almost 3, but Finn Balor got the shoulder up. I thought that was going to be it right there itself. And then this is where fans are like, whoa. And this is where Michael Cole's like, wow, like, did he just kick out of that? Like, it's very rare for someone to kick out of a spear. And then this is where Jey Uso's like, no way, like, how does kick out get like it's and they're banned. And that appears banned from ringside. In case if I didn't tell you guys, I forgot. I must have, and I apologize. He ordered Adam Pearce ordered the rest of Judgment Day, J.D. McDonough, Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest to get out of the. This where we still had some interference, but not in the physical way, but in nearly distracting Jey Uso. This is where he was like, "What you're doing here?" This is where Drew McIntyre was like, "You stole my spot at the King of the Ring tournament, all thanks to that lousy Adam Pearce." And then this is where Jey Uso's like, "Yeah, I took it because I've been given this opportunity. If I didn't, I would never try to." This is where Finn Balor then snuck by to the prize and tried to pin him by behind with the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, surprise roll-up. Jey Uso counter out of it. This is where he gets sling blade soon after. This is where the Finn Balor sent him around the corner. You know, like the rules, like in professional wrestling, like at this case, and his side maneuver, like he had to find a 3-week clover lucky card to get the third time as the charm, like to hit that move, so he won't be triple cursed. But this is where he tried to go for a middle drop kick, Jey Uso must have been very lucky because he intercepted him with a spear, a double. He got double lucky, let me rephrase that. Good, went for the cover, 1, 2, 3, and the winner of this match. And moving on to the next tournament in the second round, main event, Jey Uso, which we're gonna probably